It's often said the past informs the future. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is full of history, much of it reflected in its old structures. Reporter Rex Hodge shows us the efforts to maintain them as teaching tools for new generations and how you can help.
It's a short walk from the Oconaluftee Visitor Center in Cherokee to the Mountain Farm Museum, giving folks a long look into history.
I love to see, what got us here today.
Sherry and Mike Nelson came from Arkansas to see the park.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And to learn how people lived in years gone by. This log cabin, completed around 1900, originally in the Deep Creek section of the park, and moved here in the early 50s.
My grandparents lived out in the country. They had their own smokehouse and stuff, so this kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
It is unique in that it's lasted this long.
It's a ranger's favorite.
The logs are made out of matched lumber. The third log up on this side is half of the third log on the other side. So think about how large those trees must have been.
Made from the now rare American chestnut. The work in those days often done by the family themselves.
They were girding the trees, felling the trees, squaring them, and then raising them using just pulley and lever systems.
Everybody needs to come up here and witness and see the beauty.
A trip to the Mountain Farm Museum, exhibiting the ingenuity in building a house, the cantilever-style barn, history preserved to inform the future.
What they're seeing is Grandma's house, Grandpa's house, Aunt Millie's house, and what they're bringing to their children and their grandchildren is where they came from.
You can feel the history inside places like the Palmer Chapel here in the Cataloochee Valley. But this place also provides the venue for the futures of so many people today.
Cataloochee, the Palmer Chapel, has married thousands and thousands of brides and grooms.
The park vowing to preserve historic structures.
If they weren't preserved by our country, they'd probably be privatized and there'd be homes everywhere, but everybody wouldn't be able to enjoy this.
To save them takes money. Donations to the Friends of the Smokies plays a critical role, especially now.
This year, during the COVID crisis, funding was down, and this year our telethon is very important. Be sure and visit our website at www.friendsofthesmokies.org and give from the heart.
You come, you enjoy it, so you should definitely donate if you enjoy it.
It is a treasure. If you would like to donate to the Friends of the Smokies, head over to WBIR.com and look for the tab on the top that says Friends Across the Mountains.